Want to see how we made this cool recycled wood coaster with an X-Carve? What is an X-Carve anyway? We'll show you next on Now You Know. So the first question you might be asking is, what do we mean by recycled wood? This is recycled wood. We tore it off a pallet. Anytime you can keep wood out of a landfill, you are saving the planet. You're reducing our carbon footprint, and you're saving money. So we're going to show you how we tore it off a pallet next and turned it into a coaster. Let's see how we did it. So you can find pallets all over the place. In fact, as soon as you learn about pallets, you'll see them everywhere, often behind stores, near their shipping doors. If you ask around, you'll probably find places that will gladly let you take them, but make sure you ask first. Some pallets are in crummy condition with broken slats and wood that has very little value. Others, like the one we're taking apart now, is practically brand new. This one happens to be made of pine, which is common in the Northeast, but you'll also find spruce and sometimes even oak or cherry hardwoods. So I'm using a bull bar by Crescent tools, which is specifically designed to pull apart pallets and can make the job a bit easier. A bull bar costs about $80 and you can find them at Home Depot. You can also use a hammer or a crowbar, but this tool does make sense if you plan on breaking apart a lot of pallets. Okay, so now we're removing the nails. This can be a time-consuming process depending on how well the pallet was built. Often the nails used are spiral nails or ring nails, which hold really well. But you have to make sure you get all the metal out so you don't damage your bandsaw, table saw, or your X-Carve blades and bits. Okay, so now we've got our piece of wood. How do we turn this into a coaster? Well, 2 steps. First, we need some design software like CorelDRAW, Adobe Illustrator, any kind of software where we can put text and images and output what are called SVG files. Now it sounds kind of complicated, but it's not a big deal. Those SVG files are going to get inputted into our easel software. And easel software is provided by Inventables, and it controls our X-Carve, as you can see operating in the background there. Easel is really easy to use software. You can use it on the web from any computer, and we're going to use it to lay out our coaster, tell X-Carve what we want to do, and control our machine. We'll show you how to do that next. So now we've opened up our favorite design software, in this case CorelDRAW, and now we're going to design what we'd like our coasters to look like. The ones we're making now are for a group that we belong to called Sustainable Westford. These are thank you gifts for volunteers who have helped this year with the farmers market. So we're importing the logo from Sustainable Westford, and we're editing out some bits we don't need, and we're editing in some bits we do need, and this is how we're going to get it ready for the easel software in a few minutes. So now we open up Easel, which you can download from Inventables, the company that makes the X-Carve. It used to be that you needed expensive software and different programs to do different tasks and outputting of G-code and all that stuff just to communicate with the CNC machine. Inventables simplified the whole thing, and now this very easy to use software called Easel, which is available for free on the web, and in fact, simple designs can be done entirely within Easel. What's nice about Easel is that it operates on the cloud, which means that we can operate on projects from anywhere, from any computer. So now we are inputting the SVG file that we just made in CorelDRAW. We're getting it into Easel, and we're getting the file ready for carving. Okay, so now we're ready to fire up the X-Carve. The Easel software is asking a few last-minute important questions to make sure we're ready. We say yes, 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 and now we hit carve, and here we go. So now you can see the X-Carve, which is basically a router attached to an X, Y, and Z axis. It's starting to cut the pattern into the wood. For this video, we've removed the dust skirt so you can see better and so we can manually vacuum up the dust. This will run for about an hour, and as the X-Carve makes multiple passes, it will cut out our pattern. Alright, so that took about an hour. Now I'm going to unclamp this and then we're going to cut it out in the bandsaw. So now Jesse is sanding the coaster to get it smooth. The faster your cut rate on the X-Carve, the faster your piece will be done, but the more tear out you'll get on your finished piece, and that will need to be sanded. We're also sanding the back of the coaster to get rid of any saw marks from the bandsaw. So now you know how to pull apart a pallet, and make this beautiful coaster on your X-Carve. Please like us and subscribe. You'll find links to the bull bar and the X-Carve in the links down below.